Is my knee over my toes? Yeah, that's bad. That's better. Yeah, that's a lot better. Oh no, I think my knee's over my toes. That's gonna be really bad. My knees were over my toes? Seriously? Wow. Thanks for pointing that out. So dangerous. Oh, you're right. Man, that's bad for you. Thanks. Oh, way better. Feels way better. So you may have gathered already through my sarcasm, which most will say is the lowest form of humor, but I'm quite good at it, that it really doesn't matter if your knees go over your toes. It's not bad for your knees to go over your toes. A bunch of you are asking about knees over toes, guys, so let's go talk about it. All kidding aside, some of you have asked, more and more of you recently, what my thoughts are on knees over toes guy. So like I was aware of him. I've seen his stuff pop up on the Instagram, and I haven't really paid a whole lot of attention to it, frankly, because most strength coaches who have studied kinesiology or strength and conditioning or whatever at university, exercise science, kind of don't worry about knees over toes. We understand that our ankle, like our knee flexes and our ankle dorsiflexes, and like that's a function that we have, and that it's not bad. It can be in certain situations, it can be the wrong thing to do. If I had active patellofemoral knee pain, it's not where I would start. Is it where I might progress to? Yes, absolutely. The thing that I'm always thinking about as a strength coach is, what does this athlete, what does this goalie need to be better at their sport, to be more injury resistant and to be more effective at their sport? And then I program based on that. So I don't really program based on their knees have to go ahead of their toes or their knees don't have to go ahead of their toes. It's like, what are the movements they need to be able to do? So knees over toes isn't bad. It's like any exercise or most exercise equipment. There's not good and bad. It's just, are you using it at the right time, with the right load, with the right volume? So I think the guy's really smart, because when you see, and I know there are still some like personal trainers out there who are like, don't let your knees go ahead of your toes, it's bad for your knees. So he's keyed in on like, that's going to get attention. People are going to be like, wait, what? I thought we weren't supposed to let our knees go ahead of our toes. And that's going to get an audience. I don't know what his background is, if it's exercise science, physiotherapy. I'm not really sure what it is. I looked at some of his stuff, and so again, I haven't done his programs. I don't follow him forever. I just kind of look at the things that he's constantly posting on Instagram through his thread. And so he's, big on reverse Nordic curls, big on strengthening the dorsiflexors, big on calf work. There's going to be other stuff like retro walking with a loaded sled, like backwards walking with a sled. So a lot of quad dominant, a lot of like dorsiflexion dominant, a lot of gastrocs dominant, or tibialis anterior dominant, gastrocs dominant work. And I don't think those are bad things. I think he's really smart, because a few years ago, everything swung to the glutes. Any problem you have, your knee hurts, your glutes are inhibited. Your hip hurts, your glutes are inhibited. Your back hurts, your glutes are inhibited. It was like everybody had inhibited glutes. So then it was all about glutes. I'm sure if we go back 5 years ago, there was a glute guy. Actually, I think there was a glute guy. I think Brett Contreras was the glute guy. So we get on these big pendulums and swing back and forth. And that's, I think, one of the problems. It highlights one of the problems when we're spending our time thinking about muscles. And, I need this muscle, and I need that muscle, and I need this, rather than thinking about movement patterns and weak links in the system. I think if your quads are a weak link in the system, then some of his exercises are good with the right progression. I think if your dorsiflexors are a weak link in the system, then we need to add some of that in. So, I think it doesn't change that good program design is good program design. And in my opinion, good program design always starts from a place of, what does this goalie need to do their job more effectively while minimizing their risk of injury. So that's where we start from. That's what I'm thinking about. But yeah, I think the guy is super smart. Like, he's got a really catchy tagline. And, you know, is it for everyone? No. Could some people hurt themselves doing it? Yeah, absolutely they could. But again, in this day and age of the Instagram, you need to be a smart consumer and kind of understand, okay, where am I and what do I need right now? But yeah, that's my thoughts. For a goalie, I think good goalie training is what you need rather than just focusing on certain muscle groups. But there we go. There's knees over toes. So don't worry, your knees are allowed to go over your toes. You have my permission. So if you like this video, if you like knees over toes guy, if you don't like knees over toes guy, if you remember glutes guy, give this video a like. If you are new here and you haven't done so yet, please subscribe. It helps me out a ton. It actually helps me reach more goalies like you, so I super appreciate it. Otherwise, I will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.